Electrical products manufacturing. Considering that the government plans to increase power generation capacity from 200 GW in 2012 to about 400 GW by 2022 with commensurate T&D capacity enhancement, Indian EE manufacturers not only have to meet demand of such huge capacity addition, but also that of metros, airports, railways, other infrastructure projects and increase in domestic consumer demand too. Per capita electricity consumption in India in 2011-12 was 879 kWh, kWh, less than one-fourth the global average. Five critical areas that need to be addressed by the industry, with support from the government. Industry competitiveness. Technology upgradation. Skills development. Exports. Conversion of latent demand. The government also needs to support the industry by providing funds at globally competitive rates of interest and help industry to establish clusters of electrical and component manufacturers and provide them funds for technology upgradation. The generating and switchgear equipment being manufactured in India can compete with the best in the world. However, Indian industry as a whole does not. Indian Electrical Equipment Industry Mission Plan 2012 to 2022 give the required importance to R&D and spends less than 1% of their sales on R&D. The electrical equipment industry plays a very important role not only in GDP growth but also in providing employment in the country. It is estimated that this industry requires almost 80,000 to 90,000 skilled workers every year. Export of electrical equipment in 2011-12 was $4.6 billion, which is about 1.5% of total exports from India, and imports were $15.7 billion, which is about 3.2% of total imports. Delays in timely commissioning of power projects directly impact the capacity utilization of the BTG industry and its growth. Global power and electrical equipment industry. Global electricity market. The demand for electricity worldwide is projected to grow at an annual rate of 2.4% for the period 2009-2035, driven by economic and population growth. Over 80% of the growth between 2009 and 2035 is expected to be in non-OECD countries. New capacity and investment in power infrastructure. The world's installed power generation capacity is projected to rise from 4,957 GW in 2009 to about 9,100 GW in 2035. The total gross capacity addition is expected to amount to 4,100 GW over the period, with 48% of this addition planned for installation by 2020. Global electrical equipment industry. The global EE market is expected to increase from a cumulative size of more than $3 trillion, 2008 to 15, to $6.8 trillion, 2016 to 30. This translates into around 2% CAGR over the long term. Global trade in electrical equipment. Global trade in EE products accounts for 3% of the overall trade. While global trade has grown at 18% since 2010, trade in EE has grown by 9% over the same period. Thus, despite an increase in EE trade, its share in the global trade has not increased. The average gross efficiency, excluding combined heat and power, of coal-fired power plants is projected to increase slightly from 35% in 2007 to 40% in 2030. New power plants being planned are based on advanced technologies. Supercritical technology is expected to be widely used in the medium term, with advanced ultra-supercritical technology and integrated gasification combined cycle plants becoming more widespread after 2020. The surface mount technology, SMT, manufacturing equipment market. Placement equipment, low speed placement, medium speed placement, high speed placement. Inspection equipment, automated optical inspection, X-ray inspection, solder paste inspection. Soldering equipment, reflow soldering, wave soldering, selective soldering. Dispenser equipment, inline dispenser, offline dispenser. The short-term reaction of electronics companies is the corporate equivalent of sheltering in place. Do whatever you can to come out healthy at the end of this, such as co-create and crowdsource products with customers and competitors to meet the immediate needs of the global COVID-19 response, especially around medical devices and communications. Shift marketing and sales focus to be online as the physical channel is effectively shut down. Pare down expenditures to a focused product and brand portfolio. Extend features, where possible, to provide a rich shopping experience, especially to improve chat and customer contact. If your cash position allows, Help smaller channel and service partners weather the storm, for example, with extended credit terms, especially in field service for mission-critical equipment. Where possible, secure alternative sources for components and service parts, potentially fast-tracking supplier qualification. Consider the possibility of 3D printing your service parts, if necessary. You don't just need reliability, you need resilience as well. Increase your sales and operations planning frequency to address rapid changes in demand. Get more granular as the earliest stages of the recovery will be geographically uneven. Adapting for the longer term. Forecast models based on historical data will be invalid for a long time. COVID-19 won't be the last emergency. Volatile demand is the new normal. New acquisition opportunities will emerge. Your security attack surface has increased. Some of your sales will never return to the physical channel.